Severe weather alert.
All right, severe thunderstorm warnings continue for Tippecanoe and just a little sliver of Carroll County and also parts of Clinton County. We've taken a serious storm here at the TV station. Again, radar sure looked like it was certainly looked like a microburst from a radar standpoint. This is the radar image from just a little bit earlier. And notice what was happening on the north side of Lafayette. You can see this red and green area. That indicates a microburst. And when this moved over to the TV station, we had winds gusting over 70 miles an hour. And you can see the winds that were fanning out right over the city of West Lafayette and Lafayette. I just poked my head out the door. We have a lot of tree limbs down here at the TV station. Small limbs, large limbs. And when this was blowing through, boy, visibility near zero. And certainly the air was just filled with limbs and small branches. There's a look live from our RenCam in downtown Lafayette where Dancing in the Streets was going on. Again, very strong winds. And if we could, guys, only if you're able to do this, tilt that a little bit and we can get some of those trees blowing there. Still some very strong winds blowing in downtown Lafayette from this storm. And again, a little earlier, it did appear that we had a microburst that developed over the TV station. And looking at it from a radar standpoint, it sure looked like that we had the damaging winds over downtown Lafayette as well. So you certainly can see still some pretty strong winds there, heavy rainfall. Did have some storm reports of some small hail around up at Battleground, half-inch diameter hail. At Cedar Point in White County, golf ball-sized hail. And at I-65 and State Road 43 reports of pea-sized hail from this storm. Now, we're going to wipe new data on the screen here, and this is a look at Tippecanoe County. Notice, it's amazing. We really don't have a lot of storms out there. The main storm is right over Lafayette. That is the strongest storm we've got outside. But it is producing very strong winds. So what I'm going to do is take a closer look at this, and we're going to look at this from a wind standpoint now. If you'll give me just one moment here, and I've got some other data here. Okay, we've got reports of tree limbs down in Lafayette and West Lafayette, and also a lot of power lines knocked down by fallen trees. So that certainly goes with the damaging winds that we did see in the city of Lafayette and West Lafayette here just a little bit earlier. And this just came down. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. It appears this one goes out until 8:15 Eastern Time. And that is for Clinton, Montgomery now, and Tippecanoe counties. The data is going to have to wipe on precision here shortly. But now we've got Clinton, Montgomery, and Tippecanoe counties for the severe thunderstorm warning for our area. There's the cell, though. Again, we'll take in a little bit tighter. It's not very big in terms of a widespread area getting damaging winds, but boy, that dark red area in the Lafayette area and headed towards Dayton, that likely has a microburst in it that's going to down trees and also down power lines as well, right in that dark center. And also there may even be some small hail. Again, we had hail in that dark red core as it moved over Lafayette up to half-inch diameter. That's about pea and marble-sized hail as that moved through. We'll look at some of the wind velocity data here. And again, when we were looking at this a little bit earlier, it certainly looked like a microburst from it over the city. And you can see here, still indicating the potential of a microburst over Lafayette and perhaps another one west of Battleground. Basically what you're seeing here with the reds and greens on the screen, these indicate winds that are blowing away from the radar site. The red, that's blowing away, and the greens are blowing towards the radar site. So in this storm, it looks like we may have 1, 2, perhaps 3 cores of damaging winds moving over central Tippecanoe County right now, looking at it from a radar standpoint. And the strongest winds from right now, from what I'm seeing, appear to be just south of Lafayette. You can see right there on the south side of Lafayette, the dark red core. That may very well have been the damaging winds that moved over the TV station just a little bit earlier. Because the television stations up here in West Lafayette up here on the northwest side of town, and you can see now kind of the direction it's moving. Again, these are winds blowing very, very strongly away from the radar site, whereas the greens, those are winds blowing towards the radar site. So it looks like we still probably have a microburst in progress moving south of Lafayette, moving southward along US 231, and not too far from Shadeland. There's Shadeland right there. That's likely right there. I'm going to circle it. That's likely where the core of these damaging winds are located. I'm going to get rid of this wind data real quickly here. Give me just one moment. We'll broaden out here just a little bit more. If you're just joining us, again, we've got new severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for our area. And there's the new warning box that was just put out. We'll take some of this data off the screen. And we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northern Montgomery County, also Tippecanoe County, and also western Clinton County, far western Clinton County, until 8:15. But boy, looking at this right now, it looks like the area of greatest danger would be this zone from the city of Lafayette and West Lafayette down towards Dayton and between Shadeland and Mulberry. And I just got this storm report. Thank you, Jamie. Be careful driving on Salisbury Street in West Lafayette. There are downed trees blocking Salisbury Street, so that's good information to know. And also got this report from Emergency Management. Tree limbs and trees down in central Tippecanoe County, and a lot of power lines are knocked down by falling trees. So again, serious storm. Again, it's very isolated. It's on a lake breeze front. It's punched through the cap, and the cap just concentrated all that energy near the surface today, and now it's basically a thunderstorm buffet, if you will. It's feeding on all that stored up energy underneath the cap that we had this afternoon. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to regroup here really quickly. But again, if you're in central Tippecanoe County right now, serious storm with likely microburst in it, continuing to move off to the south. All right, well, if new updates over the next half hour, we'll have storm reports and new information on any other storms that are trying to pop, so keep it right here.